The internet mocked her height. His response will leave you mocked her height. His response will leave you speechless. In the glittering world of K-dramas, where perfection is often demanded and flaws are magnified under the sharp eyes of the internet, even something as natural as one's height can become the subject of mockery. For months, Yang Mei Mei, the beloved rising actress who captured millions of hearts with her charm, grace and sincerity, found herself at the center of cruel online jokes. People mocked her height, calling her too short for the tall, commanding presence of Yulong, her co-star and real-life partner. But what no one expected, what truly no one saw coming, was how Yulong responded. His reaction didn't just silence the critics. It reshaped the way fans saw love, respect, and the real meaning of beauty in a world that so often forgets the human heart behind the screen. It all began during the filming of their latest series, Whispers of the Moonlight, a romantic fantasy drama that was already making waves before its official premiere. Behind the beautiful posters and red carpet smiles, Mei Mei was struggling. While fans adored her petite frame and lively energy, a growing number of harsh netizens flooded her social media with comments comparing her to other taller actresses. Some went as far as saying that she didn't fit Yulong's image, that she looked like a child beside him. For weeks she stayed quiet. She smiled through interviews, kept working tirelessly, and pretended not to see the hurtful words that kept appearing under every post she made. But those close to her knew that the comments stung. They saw the way she hesitated before posting new photos, the way she laughed softly but didn't quite meet anyone's eyes when someone mentioned the words, ideal height. Yulong, however, noticed everything. As her partner both on and off the screen, he saw the way her shoulders slightly dropped after reading comments. He saw the way she avoided high heels on casual days, afraid that people might accuse her of trying too hard. And that's when he made a decision, not to defend her with a simple post, not to scold the haters, but to show the world exactly why he loved her, just as she was. The moment came during a live fan event. Thousands of fans tuned in to watch the two stars play games, answer questions, and share light-hearted stories from the set. Everything was going normally. Laughter, applause, a few playful teases, until a fan question appeared on the screen. Yulong, if you could change one thing about Yang Mei Mei, what would it be? The crowd giggled, expecting a fun or flirty answer. But Yulong didn't laugh. He turned to Mei Mei with the softest expression, his gaze full of warmth. Then, looking directly at the camera, he said, "Nothing. I wouldn't change a single thing, especially not her height. I love that I can bend down to hold her close. I love that when I look down at her, I see someone who makes me want to protect her, not because she's small, but because she's precious." The room went silent. Even the host didn't know what to say. Mei Mei froze, her eyes widening slightly before tears began to gather at the corners. Yulong wasn't done. He continued, "You know, people always talk about the perfect match. Tall, handsome man, tall, elegant woman. But what they don't realize is that love isn't about symmetry. It's about connection. And the truth is, she makes me feel complete. When I hug her, it feels like home." That single moment was enough to turn the entire internet upside down. Within hours, the clip of Yulong's heartfelt declaration spread across every platform. Twitter, TikTok, Weibo, Instagram, everywhere. Fans flooded the comments with emotional messages. "Yulong, you're a real man. His words just made me cry. He really loves her for who she is. This is the kind of love we all dream of." Even people who had mocked Mei Mei before began deleting their comments or apologizing publicly. The video racked up millions of views, and hashtags like #Yulong defends Mei, #height doesn't matter, and #love beyond looks trended for days. But for Mei Mei, the most important thing wasn't the online reaction. It was the way Yulong looked at her afterward, as if to say, "I've got you, always." In the days that followed, reporters couldn't stop talking about it. Every entertainment outlet ran the story. Interviews replayed that clip, analyzing every word. Fans made heartfelt edits, compiling scenes of the couple together, on screen and off screen, with emotional background music. One fan video even titled it, "He didn't defend her with words. He defended her with love." Meanwhile, Mei Mei finally broke her silence. During a quiet Instagram live, she spoke softly, visibly touched. "I used to feel insecure," she admitted. "There were days I thought maybe I wasn't enough. But then someone reminded me that love isn't measured in centimeters. It's measured in how deeply you care for someone. And I realized I don't need to fit into anyone's expectations. I just need to be myself. Her words became a mantra for many. Women across Asia began sharing posts about embracing their height, weight, and natural looks. The discussion spread beyond K-drama fans. It became a cultural conversation about self-acceptance and body confidence. One fashion magazine even released a special feature titled, "The Power of Small," how Yang Mei Mei changed the beauty standard. She graced the cover, standing proudly in flats beside Yulong, who held her hand in the shoot. The caption read, "Love needs no height." And behind the glamour, insiders from the drama set revealed how deeply supportive Yulong had been during those tough months. One crew member shared, "He always made sure she felt comfortable. If a camera angle made her look shorter, he'd adjust his posture. If she had to stand on a small box for a scene, he'd tease her gently and say, 'Don't worry, the box just helps the camera see how beautiful you are.' He never let her feel small, not once." Their relationship, already beloved, now became something larger, a symbol of loyalty, compassion, and true partnership in an industry known for fleeting romances and public image. Months later, at an award show, the moment came full circle. Yang Mei Mei won Best Actress of the Year, a recognition she had dreamed of since her debut. As she stepped onto the stage, the crowd erupted in applause. She began her speech with trembling hands but a steady voice. "I want to thank everyone who believed in me," she said. "And to the one who reminded me that love isn't about how tall you stand, but how much you lift each other up. Thank you, Yulong." The camera cut to Yulong in the audience. He stood, clapping with pride, his eyes glistening. And then, as the crowd cheered, he mouthed two simple words, "Always proud." That clip too went viral. Fans declared them the real-life definition of couple goals. Their love wasn't the loud, flashy kind filled with expensive gifts or grand gestures. It was the kind of love that quietly defended, gently reassured, and spoke volumes without needing to prove itself. Even now, months later, people still talk about that day. The day the internet mocked her height, but love silenced every critic. It became more than just a trending story. It became a reminder that the world can be harsh, but kindness and respect will always shine brighter. Today, when fans see the two together, whether walking side by side on the red carpet or simply holding hands while shopping, they don't just see a celebrity couple. They see something real. They see two people who faced the storm and stood stronger because of it. And perhaps that's why Yulong and Yang Mei Mei continue to capture the world's heart. Because their story isn't just about fame or beauty. It's about finding someone who sees your worth, even when the world doesn't. In an interview months later, Yulong was asked again about that famous moment. He smiled and replied simply, "People can say what they want. But when I look at her, all I see is the person who changed my life. That's enough for me." And maybe that's what true love really sounds like. Not a grand speech, not a dramatic scene, but a quiet truth that needs no defense.